have to hump to get a dry martini around here?
Ich bin ein Springfielder.
Shut the hell up. I've got the strangest feeling someone's gonna kick his ass.
Whose leg do you have to hump to get a dry martini around here?
Ich bin ein Springfielder.
Shut the hell up. I've got the strangest feeling someone's gonna kick his ass.
You guys, this is all Kyle's mom's fault. Shut up, Cartman. Kyle's mom is the one that started that damn club, and all because she's a big, fat, stupid bitch. Don't say it, Cartman. Wait. Don't do it, Cartman. Wait. I'm warning you. Okay.
Hello, peasants. Want to kill all humans?
We're there, dude.
We'd like some money.
Yeah, money.
Money is cool.
Aren't you ashamed? We got whores in the city. We need backup now. Don't be so dang literal.
Well, you've got one heck of a nerve.
Oh my God! The government is here. Run!
Hey, barkeep,
You guys, this is all Kyle's mom's fault. Shut up, Cartman. Kyle's mom is the one that started that damn club, and all because she's a big, fat, stupid bitch. Don't say it, Cartman. Wait. Don't do it, Cartman. Wait. I'm warning you. Okay.
Hello, peasants. Want to kill all humans?
We're there, dude.
We'd like some money.
Yeah, money.
Money is cool.
Aren't you ashamed? We got whores on the city. We need backup now. Don't be so dang literal.
Well, you've got one heck of a nerve.
Oh my God! The government is here. Run!
Hey, barkeep, whose leg do you have to hump to get a dry martini around here?
Ich bin ein Springfielder.
Shut the hell up. I've got the strangest feeling someone's gonna kick his ass.
Hello, peasants. Want to kill all humans?
We're there, dude.
We'd like some money.
Yeah, money.
Money is cool.
Aren't you ashamed? We got whores on the city. We need backup now. Don't be so dang literal.
Well, you've got one heck of a nerve.
Oh my God! The government is here. Run!
Hey, barkeep, whose leg do you have to hump to get a dry martini?
Let's fucking go.
Hey.
Right, we are live on YouTube, people.
Yep.
Oh, what's up? Totally Toonular. Look at us today. We got a guest hanging out all the way from Missouri. We got Derek and Joe on the couch. What's good, fellas?
Everything, man. We're not in Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was your flights coming down?
I got stuck to next to a guy who slept with his hands in his pants, ripped ass the entire time, and immediately took his shoes off.
It was great.
It was-
Anyone
Joe-
takes their shoes off should, like, on an airplane, should just die.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. Then he started sticking his hands in his pants and like sleeping with his hands in his pants. And then he just started to rip ass, and Joe just sat next to me and just giggled the whole time.
I looked over.
He was in the aisle across
This
from
guy
me.
sounds
his hands.
like the greatest human being in the world. So he's ripping ass as well?
Yeah.
Taking his shoes off, ripping ass,
He
rubbing his
immediately,
crotch.
like as soon as we started the taxi out to take off, he took his shoes off, and then he was like turned his whatever he was watching on his phone off, and then like laid back to sleep, and then like tried to get comfortable, so he like sticks his hands in like the front of his pants, like he's like a 4-year-old, and he's just now figuring out how to touch his
Nice.
dick.
He
You know?
had his hands so far down his pants.
Yeah,
when I
right.
looked over, I thought I was going to see something I didn't want to see.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you had a good flight. I mean, so Joe, this is your first time in New York. So, how you feeling?
It's been
seeing the city
great.
for the first time.
It's safer than St. Louis.
Really?
Yeah. I don't feel the need to just like constantly be looking over my shoulder when we're walking around. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn's pretty
I've not
safe.
heard
A lot of
one
hipsters.
single gunshot.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard any gunshots over here. I have heard them working in Manhattan before. I mean, Leo, you've been in the city for a while. You hear any gunshots?
No, like I had just fireworks right now, but not gunshots. I don't know. Like New York is like the thing that people in the United States is always like, oh my god, New York's so dangerous. And then you come from Brazil, it's like you can use your phone on the street. That's like how we measure stuff in Brazil. You can wear like jewelry. You can use your phone outside. It's just that one time I edited a video sitting on a subway. So like, or when my computer on my lap. So I don't know. New York is pretty chill. I know it's like parts that you shouldn't go or just not like wave like anything of value. But like, if you don't go like, I don't know, like a dumb tourist like with all the most expensive stuff and rubbing people's face, like
Yeah,
it's easier to get
just display your
than to get robbed. That's what it is.
Woo, 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 woo. But so Joe, though, right? Like, so what your first time walking around Brooklyn? How do you describe your day? How was your day today?
It was amazing. Just walking around and seeing all the like the bodegas and the delis and just like
Joe got his first baked egg and cheese hot sauce on
What?
a bowl.
That's my everyday food.
All by himself.
I just went out and I went outside and I was like, I'm just gonna walk down there by myself. Like, I would have never done something like that by myself in St. Louis.
No.
How would you describe your bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich?
Oh, it was delicious. Everything I've eaten here has been amazing.
Yeah, we got pizza the first night. I was like, "You're eating real pizza. You've never had pizza like this in your life."
It was
Or
phenomenal.
Have you found your salsa
You're big.
yet? Have you found the home of salsa?
We're still on the quest for the ultimate New York City equivalent, which is basically the best salsa in
Yeah.
the United States.
Everyone knows that the best salsa comes from New York.
Famously, it's the best stuff.
Honestly. Famously.
Yeah.
It's New York City is known for salsa.
Joe's entire family in Texas is going to do so.
So yeah, so far positive trip to New York.
Oh, it's been amazing.
Oh, we had a
It's-
buffet. We
it's
had
great.
a buffet earlier
It was good.
with Reeves.
Yeah,
That
man.
was good.
It was good.
John Burgio.
Yeah. They had amazing.
Yeah,
John
John Bergio.
Bergio. Good call, John Bergio.
Yeah, shout out to John Bergio on the buffet.
Have they been on Action
Yes.
Burger yet?
No, we tried to go yesterday and it was fucking cool.
What?
No. Like for good or just?
No, there was
I
an
think just-
accident. I think it was a car accident
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
And
A car accident.
No, that's what I thought you told me this morning.
He was at a car show.
Oh, I thought I heard car
But
accident.
like a lot of places close on Tuesday anyway. It's like the slowest day.
Yeah, I think it's probably
Yeah.
around. But yeah, so far so positive.
Oh, it's been good. I've really I've learned that when we're walking, just follow James because he always seems to know where we're going.
That was what people did on Shitstorm.
Yeah. James
That
was
had
our
to
guy.
lead the 12 people through fucking
That had
Manhattan.
to a comedy show that nobody knew where anything was, and it's just like
Yeah, I've been
it
there.
was like fucking what do you call it? Like a bunch of geese following like the head bird, you know?
James was the Jason Statham of Shitstorm. He was the transporter.
Yeah, right.
I was the
He
trans.
was, you were our sheep herder. You were our
Yeah, I wish
Sherpa.
I was as cool as Jason
You were our
Statham.
Sherpa for the day.
And yeah, so if you guys listening to by this point, you realize that Nicole is not with us today. She's currently in San Francisco. She randomly just had plans. You know, I think it's just because she didn't like
Didn't
where
like
we have
the
Furby Island where we have to watch today.
But like if you made the effort to watch the whole thing, like at least come and shit on it like I'm gonna do.
Well, so that's why she sent in a video, and I want to play it early.
Oh,
so here's Nicole.
Hi everyone, it's Nicole and Mo. We unfortunately watched Furby Island together. Just kidding, Reed. He blackmailed me and said that I have to say that I love Furby Island and that I'm gonna marry it. So I did say that, but I also really do want to tell the truth. I watched it on Sunday, absolutely hated it. took a big old nap after it, sweat up a storm. Furby Island took everything out of me. But that being said,
That seems like a trend.
I'm happy that I watched it. Really, I think that Reeves does a really good job of finding the holy grail of garbage out there in this world. Because now I truly know, like, the worst thing I could have ever watched, and it's Furby Island.
Preach, sister.
It was really weird. The art, rather the illustration was like really blurry. I was like, what? Like, why is this like this? It looks so bad. The Furbies were weird. I didn't get why they were red mines, and then also like burped and like played music. I didn't really like Furbies as a kid. I gotta be honest, they scared the hell out of me. So
Ooh,
maybe that's
interesting.
a part of this too. The explorer guy was weird. He was like, lead me to the Furby paradise, and I was like, what is going on in this movie? But I really wish I could be there on Totally Toonular talking about this show, movie, whatever the heck, because this would be a really fun one to talk to you all about. So I'm excited to listen to the episode and hear what you all say about this movie. Look at Mo, he's falling asleep on me.
Well, no one can see it because it's audio, so sorry.
Okay. Well, I love you guys. Thank you truly for the recommendation, Reeves. Furby Island is a party somehow, some way.
It's definitely a party.
I've been talking a lot. See y'all soon. Mo says bye too.
All right. Thank you, Nicole,
All right.
for sending in that video. Yeah.
Haters are confused.
It's definitely
lovers.
a party. We got a full house tonight.
That's all I gotta say.
I don't
Haters
know.
are
And
confused lovers. And
Since Nicole couldn't be here today, I had to invite the one guy who kept bullying us to watch it, just like hashtags the Snyder Cut. We got bullied just like Sonic, and we had to watch Furby Island. That's why I had to get Reeves on here since we had the open spot from the Hall of Tuning.
I just suggested it a couple times, like 2 or 3 times in the chat, and suddenly you're bullying me into being on it. I give you such a great
you created
show.
like a code, and like you have Ben as a follower that was also shaming everybody.
I'm on board with this. I'm not even going to pretend. I don't think it's a bull. I think this is one of the greatest things that we could potentially talk about.
I'm so pissed with this cartoon that I didn't even put a background of Furby Island. I always put a computer.
It's just the windows.
But like I'm on a Mac. With the
I got you
Windows
covered.
background. I just want to.
Oh, I hate you so much, Reeves.
But yeah, Reeves, welcome to the show, Mr. Hall of Toonie himself. We got 2 Hall of Toonies here.
Yeah.
We got Derek and we got Reeves. But yeah, Reeves, how's it hang? I mean, we just hung out earlier. I mean, last night we got a little wasted, and we watched 2 Lone Wolf and Cub movies at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. But Reeves, you didn't watch Lone Wolf Wade.
Man, we'll get there. That's like the unofficial 7th movie in the series. You know, we got to do them in order. The 3rd one's a little slow, but the 4th one's great. You know, you just keep plowing.
And then you get
through.
to Chuck Norris.
Yeah, so far, the 4th one's fucking baller. I got to rewatch it since it was 3 a.m. when we were.
When we started it.
I just remember you were like, it's too late. I don't want to watch it. And you're like, no, just put it on. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It was like almost.
The Lone Wolf and Cub samurai movies, whoever's listening in the chat and listening right now, you know, they're only like 80 minutes long for the most part. And Furby Island's only 45 minutes long, which is why it's such a great watch. You get the excitement of a full film in half the time. And, you know, it's.
So you're saying Furby Island is like a palate cleanser after watching Lone Wolf and Cub movies?
Yeah, it's a palate cleanser for your life. You get transported to this magical island where there's maybe a tortoise.
I don't want to go.
Because they spend...
Speaking.
Whatever tortoisars are.
Is that a Pokemon?
Well, I do want to say thanks.
I don't know,
wish.
Ben. What do you think?
I wish it was like. So I think they're trying to blend sort of mythologies here. I think that was Furby extending a hand to Pokemon in 2005, right?
Oh.
All right, we'll get to that. Oh my God! But thank you, Reeves, for covering for Nicole today. You know, it's always great to
Well-
have you on the show, even though you bullied us to
You're
watch
welcome,
this.
and she's welcome too.
Ben, Ben, how's it hanging in Tennessee lately? You know, we recorded a bunch of Where Deer audio like literally 3 seconds ago. That's why I got late coming on here because I had to
I
start
know,
setting up
and my
more.
dogs are going insane to say thank you. So the fucking thing, like high and tight to answer your question though, how's it hanging? High and tight right now. Very, very, what is it? Pert, right? You know what I mean? And like fucking, but like. It's good. It's good. We keep getting stuff in as far as post goes, and God bless and thank you to you guys, John Bergio, to everybody out there, fucking keeping the ship afloat right now. It's absolute insanity. What's kind of coming in? It's very good, and we're working from a platform like a well-established sort of platform. And it's, I don't know, every time I see stuff, I just, I get excited.
It makes
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. Yeah, at least you get excited. You know, that's the important part. Not like sad or angry.
No, I get excited. And again, we're working from a good base. The other thing though that's coming in hot and heavy, and you guys have seen a little bit of it, but I got another maybe 12 minutes last night of the BTS documentary. So, yeah.
Ooh.
So I don't.
We got some BTS. Yeah, we got some BTS of whatever we did today.
Which I have yet to watch. It just showed up on my phone. I'm terrified. But the BTS doc, and we haven't really landed on a name yet. We're you guys know we're pitching a bunch of that stuff around in the chat.
Can you pitch anything for the show? Can you use any of the pitches?
Oh no, I mean, listen, there's everything from what is it, Red Fawn, Deer in Prison.
Where creeps.
Wait, say that again.
Where creeps.
Where creeps.
Like work creeps.
Kinda.
There's what is it?
Extra.
Deer.
Fawn Justice.
Fawn of Justice would be good. Fear and Present Danger. I'm a big fan of not what is it? Not Your Were Deer, because it should be the name of a documentary, right? Like it.
I do like. See, that actually might be my favorite. That's like the least like dirty, like, grossest one. And that might.
And then I also like Deer Diary, but that's just me personally.
With deer.
Yeah, with deer. It is a Deer Diary. So.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, my vote is not my weird deer.
Yeah, that's not your weird deer.
But where Dwayne is in a chat
Weird
now.
Deer Diaries.
Oh shit!
Dwayne Steeler, happy birthday, Dwayne Steeler!
Yeah, happy birthday, Steeler!
Because we all went on his birthday bash on Zoom last night.
Yeah,
which was
absolutely wonderful time. Wonderful time.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Steeler. We love you, buddy. Hey, Nicole's also made it
joining the
in
chat, making sure we're holding down the fort.
Yeah, we're not saying
Sausage
anything.
party.
mean. Sausage party today.
Yeah.
Talk Furby Island.
if there's nothing a bunch of dudes should talk about,
God.
it's for
Like, I'm gonna say there's like at least like 3 people here in their 40s, and we're talking about Furby Island.
yeah.
Boys' night.
Boys' night.
This is men's night, all right?
Hashtag men's night.
Men's night. Men's night.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah,
everything's
very
with the
good, man.
Were
Everything
Deer.
is very good right now as far as the movie goes. We're coming in hot. Life is okay.
How's I haven't heard about
Oh
Loretta
my
in a
god!
while.
Well, she and fucking Leroy are leading the charge in the living room right now. She's doubled in size. She's literally like I think about 38 pounds now. And to give
Shit.
perspective, she's only 4 months old, and Leroy is 78 pounds, and he's like 3.5 years old. She will be bigger than him.
I should.
Yeah, she.
He that.
I can't
He
wait
needs
till he
that,
like
though.
does need that.
realize like that moment where he realizes that she's bigger than him. is
Bro,
gonna be amazing.
she puts him in his place like not infrequently, and it kind of warms my heart up. Yeah,
kinda
right.
what women do.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, good for the puppies, though. That's amazing. I can't wait to meet
You're
Loretta
gonna
one
love
day.
That dog. You're gonna love that dog.
Get to pretty
She'll be
soon.
as big as you.
Oh yeah, you get to meet her soon.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah, I hear
going to
Joe's
get a cat.
coming into town.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go stop and see you on my way to go pick up a cat. in
Yeah,
Kentucky.
buddy.
He's going to get some pussy.
He's gonna get-
He's
Get a
going to
hairless
get some of that
pussy.
hairless
pussy in
pussy.
Kentucky and pass her.
None of that hairless pussy.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be good. You'll love her, Joe. She's amazing.
All right. Well, I'm glad everything's amazing. Leo, how's it hanging with you? Because you weren't on last week, which is very sad.
Oh
Because
god.
we hung out and we took some amazing photos with my
Oh
puppy.
yeah, that was a
And
cool time with the puppy there. Yeah.
she hated every.
Oh my gosh.
Like the second
she
Leo
looked
came,
miserable.
lights,
Every picture.
she just sat in the corner, and then the second I came back home, I took her out. She just and like Leo was gone. She just had diarrhea like immediately.
That's
You scared the
that's
shit
what
out
I
of her.
do with the ladies.
The photos, but the photos are amazing. Though. They came. They look
It's just
so
funny.
good.
She always had like that face, like kill me kind of.
She looks real sad in a couple of them. Poor doggy, but there's great. Thank you,
Yeah,
Leo.
no problem.
For doing
When
that.
I finish editing, I
But-
send those to you and your mom so that she can see it too.
Yeah, my mom's gonna freak out. But yeah, besides taking pictures of my dog, how's it hanging in Astoria?
It's just like a lot of work again after recording today. I probably need to go back to work too. It's like a shit show of a lot happening at the same time, but it's chill. Like I just want to dive into this crap here, because when we were listening to Nicole's audio, I was like thinking on this too, because she said she was never a fan of the toy. It's creepy, and I was like thinking, because I had this impression of the movie too. Is Furby the Christian version of a gremlin?
Oh,
What's the good gremlin? It's like the gremlin before the gremlin.
Yeah, but like because like I had the whole
Furby-
impression that the Furby Island movie,
Yeah.
it felt like a Christian movie, like how bad it's written or how shitty the acting is, like I don't know, you just feel like
Is it?
like a Christian movie.
Furby
Wait, so
evolved to
Leo, is
have
that your
arms, and that's what
transition?
gremlins
That-
are.
I don't think we have
They're made
transition
by-
on this show. We could
Tiger Electronics made them.
wait what?
What'd you say?
Tiger Electronics made them. Like the ones
Yeah,
that made the
so-
little game systems
I
that we
do
had
want
in
to
the
start
80s
off-
when we were kids.
I do want to start off and ask, who here at first like has ever? Did anyone here
no,
own a
I
Furby?
was a grown up. I was 18 years old. I didn't fuck with a Furby. Yeah.
I was too poor to have one.
Would I have a Furby?
I was
16
too
years
disturbed
old,
by
19.
them. Very upsetting.
I'm the only one who
You
has
had a Furby, bro? Wait.
You had one?
Yeah, I don't remember even how I got it. I just remember at a certain point being a kid and just there's just a Furby in my room. We just had a Furby
guys-
How it
for a
is. So
while.
if you follow
Now
the plot of
whatever.
Furby Island, that's at the end when they're like, Furby home. Furby home. Furby home. If you don't get one, it just shows up in your house. And it's like a dog that follows you home. But it just shows up on your counter.
I
You
mean,
don't own one.
There were no humans on that island.
Yeah, it was all just
Oh,
Because they're man eating, remember? He says so. Captain Conquest says they're man eating. They eat all the
they ate all the humans.
definitely did.
Did
We'll
you
get
watch
into that.
WWE with your Furby?
Not maybe. I mean, but the reason why I think I like having the Furby is because I love Gremlins. So it was just like, oh shit, this thing's like just like a Mogwai. Like
Real quick, you know that like later on in the Furby line to sort of like revitalize it, they did like Furby Friends where you could get like a Furby Yoda, a Furby Chewbacca.
they started selling
They
IPs
had a
out.
furry
Like Build a Bear kind of shit.
They had a Furby Gizmo too that you could get.
Damn straight.
Damn.
I know they had Happy Meal toys.
Yup.
Yeah,
Remember
I remember
having to
there
take my
being a lot of
niece-
Furby shit. I remember seeing a lot of
they
Furby
were
shit
everywhere.
everywhere.
They were everywhere.
Terrifying things, though, right?
Yeah.
Fuck
they
it.
Because also at the end of the day, they really don't do shit. You know,
But
like
they would
it just
like
sits
link
there.
up. They
and,
would all
like,
sing
yeah,
together
Joe's
if
right.
you had some together. That's where the mind link thing come from. They
Oh
would
yeah,
all-
because they can
if
sing
you
together.
brought them
And
together,
couldn't
they
it,
would.
like,
They would.
maybe
Ooh,
I'm like
imagine
maybe
if
I'm
they had
making shit
AI.
up. But wasn't there a thing where like it tried to like read your emotions?
So,
Yeah, that's the new
I
line for
want to
this
think
movie.
that was maybe in like potentially like voice inflection. I know there was like a camera in there as well, right?
Yeah, there's like something
Yeah,
like that,
so
yeah.
or at least the sensor where it could tell. But like that was the other thing. So this whole movie's fucked. Like, how do we approach it? Do we just jump around or do we start?
Yes. All right. Well, how does this movie start? Who wants the Reeves? How does this movie start?
Okay, so right.
Oh, and he
I'll
okay.
survive. You know, just 7 short years after the Furby craze, you know, came on the scene, came to a head, and then disappeared. 2005, Hasbro puts out a 45-minute, basically like tie-in, like what do you call like marketing entertainment? What?
Yeah, it's a
That's
infomercial basically, but in cartoon form, and yeah, it's big
to sell the
Yeah.
animatronic.
Yeah, it's like edutainment, but instead of education, your only education is learning about a toy.
Yeah, it's marketainment, marketainment.
Marketainment.
Yeah.
Where does the story start, Reeves?
They're on. So it's this family, right? That actually I don't know their last name. All I remember is the girl's name is Maddie.
Maddie
but
Williamson.
whatever. We
Williamson.
Maddie Williamson. That's right. It's the
And
Williamson.
Ty.
Her eyes are always cross-eyed every time.
It's that shitty animation, man.
So this is like early 3D animation. I was trying to make an argument before this that it was cutting edge, but I think James reminded me that Toy Story came out like back in the late 90s. So this is
And we
not really
also
cutting
just-
edge. What?
Finding Nemo came out
Yeah.
in 2004.
Oh, yeah, this is 2005. They couldn't even make hair.
Yeah. This was like, because Nicole says, why is it so blurry? It's blurry because they move all the characters in keyframes. So they move like fucking robots. So it's blurry so they can make it look like there's motion happening. Because there's no actual motion that's
It's
going
also
down.
like a shitty rip too. I mean, like unless you find the DVD, the YouTube video is the best quality. So I did a little deep dive because like I am fascinated by this. Like I loved it. I
fascinating. It's just as bad as like it's just a marketing. Just like the
It's like
McDonald's.
G.I. Joe. Well, yeah.
Like the
But like
McDonald's
I used to
tapes.
watch when I was a kid, like a similar shitty 3D cartoon that was like also the same thing. It was like Max Steel toys, and they had like a whole cartoon that was like this same shitty 3D too.
really.
But like, what were you saying, Ben?
So
you're doing some
apparently
research?
there's a better, like the DVD or the home video was a slightly higher quality. You can find it like across the internet in like various.
I don't think a better. You could. I think a better quality would make it worse because you'd see how nothing is like or lit properly.
bro,
Just the physics when they
It would
walk,
just look
they
flatter.
kind of slide, and then they kind of. I just feel like they animate the legs, and then they move like side by side.
Yeah.
So,
Leo, there's that whole scene where the mom and dad are walking and they're obviously like bopping around and the water is moving behind them, but the trees don't move. I cannot
They
look
can
away.
animate leaves. Like I said, they literally do this show. Like they just animate it like just on keyframe. They just set one motion here, one motion there, and they just fucking repeat it 500 times. So that's what.
So
and that's
Reginald
it.
Conquest, his mouth, the antagonist in this, his mouth is like a sea of wonders. Like his teeth move in weird ways. Like there's there's a whole bit where he's talking and it's like
Is this
the bad guy.
No, this is Captain
It's-
Con-
yeah. Like
Oh,
his
okay,
teeth are
okay.
doing weird things. They're oddly like sort of rounded inside of his face too. And like I don't know, man. There's something special about this that is
Also,
The Furby's pupils are right. Ever.
The one looks like
They
he's
don't
got the
blink.
most severe case of pink eye. And never had
so okay, so we keep stopping Reeves as he's trying to tell us the story.
Yeah, so yeah, Reeves, where are we at this story?
So we're up in the air. We're in like a flying RV because we're in some plane.
Oh yeah, they do
What?
have that really dope. I do love that they got a plain RV. Like
Yeah.
that's like
okay,
sick.
they're literally copying the Wild Thornberry or whatever the name.
But they didn't have it. If their van, like if the Wild Thornberry's RV could fly, that would be the dopest. That's sick. So that's point for Furby Island. It's like a flying RV.
All right, so yeah, the
So yeah,
wild
Reeves, we're flying.
the
this
wild
RV.
thorn Furbies are flying through the air. The two parents are like they're like these really like AWOL parents that don't give a shit, and they're like explore. I guess they like search for plants for a living or something on islands. I don't know. That the parents are super AWOL, but the daughter is obsessed with this guy named Dr. Conquest who goes around searching for like mysterious.
Creepily
What?
obsessed. Creepily.
Yeah.
It's
She's
creepily obsessed.
horny for him. Just say it. She is
horny for him.
She's so horny for that doctor, and it's so gross.
Yeah.
All right.
Reeves pointed out earlier when she writes that letter to him, it's like a serial killer writing.
Yeah, because also like when she starts typing a letter to him, it is like the music is quiet. The camera is like slowly panning around her, and she has zero emotion in her face. It's like she's literally sending him like a murder letter or like some creepy what's that Stephen King
Misery?
movie?
Yes.
Misery. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. That's what it feels like, that evil fan like just writing this like letter to like invite him over to murder him or lock
Or
him up.
fuck him. I mean, like that's
yeah.
All
You know, tie him up to sex slave him.
So this like this middle school nerd chick is obsessed. She's horny for this guy named Dr. Conquest that finds like animals, like mysterious animals. And the father actually really hates that she watches the show Dr. Conquest. So there is this subtext that Dr. Conquest might have fucked their mom.
Yep.
And I think that might be part of why she likes, like it's in her DNA to like him.
Conquest conquered that pussy.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying that he might be her dad?
yeah.
Yeah, we think that he might be her dad, but that's just like that's
You
just
say she's
subtext.
horny for her own dad.
That's conspiracy theory, Leo.
That's a fan theory, but it's the subtext is there, dude. If you're writing a college essay, dude, you can get 3 paragraphs out of that easy. Easy.
I wish you were still in college right now to write a college essay about
Me too,
this.
man.
Back to college. It sounds like you need to go back.
You write your thesis on Furby
Sounds like you
Island.
need to go back and write your thesis on
Get my master's.
get your doctorate.
Get my doctor.
Get your master's.
It'd be
Yeah.
Dr. Conquest too.
So wait. Let's take it back just one like simple quick step, right? Like if that's the case, it's botanist versus like cryptozoologist, right? Like
Yeah.
it's basically, and what we learn as the story goes on is that they actually like they're painting saving the earth in such a wonderful light in comparison to fucking trying to have a zoo. Zoos are bad. Saving the planet is great. Use plants for your benefit. Life is good. Like that's what we learned.
And have a private jet to fly you everywhere, so you just fuck up the
Private jet
Yeah.
camper.
yeah. Fly your plane RV and just waste a bunch of fuel in the air.
Right. Well, it's not without its flaws, Derek. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, and didn't Dr. Conquest he found all these like
He found
all,
sand
all these mythical creatures, right? When he found Bigfoot,
All the cryptids.
He
found that.
really found out. He did the whole that's a blurry picture of something that he claimed.
Yeah, he found all the blurry photos that we see.
Because it just basically says that he has undeniable evidence or some shit of the Loch Ness monster and
Yes.
Sam Squatch.
Yeah, and everybody knows those
Yeah.
are all unsolved mysteries.
Hey.
They are.
Hey,
Great
on
segue.
Netflix. And where can I watch that?
You can watch that on Netflix. Not gonna give you any money for this, but please watch the show.
Please, you'll get money for this. Jay.
Hopefully, the viewers and the listeners will watch Unsolved Mysteries and say, "Hey, Netflix, we want new episodes with more recreation."
All
keep Derek.
All 7 of you guys watching right now. I'm checking on YouTube. We have 7 people watching right now.
Petition.
You all should write a letter to Netflix and dictate everything you're typing without any emotions.
Both Netflix, the way
Netflix
to watch this.
Yeah.
Ask them what happened to the people that used to live on Furby Island, because that's something they don't really address in the program, but there's a lot of subtext there too. We'll get to that also. So
how do we get to Furby Island?
So we're flying through the air, right, with the wild thorn Furbies, and Maddie knows that there is there's supposed to be this animal called a tortoisard,
right?
That's on the island that the parents are going to. So they're
tortoisard.
Yeah.
What is the tortoisard?
The tortoisard is this animal that they talk about 12 times in the beginning of the show, and you never ever see the fucking thing. They spend so long hyping up this animal.
Can I ask you a question?
You see,
real quick. Did you not think at a certain point the tortoisard was going to come out and like the tortoisard was going to be the winner? Like we were going to see that other mythical beast, because like to your point, they hype it. You never see it. Here's the opportunity for fucking Tiger and Hasbro to introduce a new toy line in the Furby world, and they fucking fucked the family dog.
They do show it,
like
though. They show it. It's in the background.
They got a photo of it.
It's basically a Gila monster with the turtle shell on it.
I feel like they must have planned to have it. I mean, if anyone's like, a writer of any kind, I mean, right, like that's just like what, you set it up to pay it off later. So I feel like there must have been a plan. I feel like at a certain point, either it must have been like too expensive to animate whatever this was. Or like they had a deadline.
Do you think
reach and we're just like, fuck it, cut it out?
Is this when you fuse like a Blastoise with a Venusaur and a Charizard? Is that how you make one of those?
Yes. Yeah. It's all Pokemon
It's
breeding.
Wartortle and Charizard smashed together into a Tortoisard. Well, that's part of the see, that's the thing. They set it up like you're going to see this awesome, cool animal, and it sounds just like a fucking Pokemon. And then they find Furbies, and they don't give a shit about the Tortoisard anymore. So it's really some dirty marketing, man. Because they're trying. It's one.
That's
it's one 90s toy line throwing mad shade at another 90s toy line.
It's like, why do you need the violent animals, right? Why do you need the ones that fight and shoot at each other? Why don't you just cuddle up with these cute little
with the mind readers, right? They'll tell you how you feel. They'll read your emotions. They'll watch TV with you. They'll burp at you when you burp at them. Like, they're adorable.
They'll play you songs, motherfucker. They'll dance for you.
What? You can feed them anytime. They're not going to turn into wild little goblins.
That is pretty awesome, though, to just have something next to me that I can just burp at, and then it just like burps back at me.
Honestly, if I'm being completely truthful, after I watched this the first time, I did start like looking online to see if I could find like cheap Furbies.
Shit. How much do they go for? They got to be expensive, right? They got to be expensive.
Hold on, I'll get on my.
I couldn't find a working one for less than like $75 of the original like series, and I wasn't gonna buy an original. Yeah, I wasn't gonna spend that.
Because they definitely don't make them anymore, right? Like that shit's totally discontinued. Or do they?
You can still get ones from like 2012, 2014, 2015, and on up. They have like digitalized now. And they're fucking, you can get them for fucking like $35. But if I was going to get one, I wanted one of the Tiger ones.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to fuck with the new shit.
One of the 90s ones. But those shit probably, I bet there's ones that go for like hundreds.
I saw a couple
of dollars.
like that were in excess of like the $300 to $500 mark. Yeah.
I want to know the person who buys that. Like,
it's a very lonely person.
A lot of money.
It was all Dude, it was like a Jingle All the Way situation back in the 90s when these came out, man. There was like Tickle Me Elmo one year, and then it was like Furbies. And I saw some news report, they would go up to $650. One lady had been offered for a fucking Furby.
And bro, that's nice.
So wait, was this after Beanie Babies? Like, where does Beanie
Yeah,
Babies
this
fall
is
into
way
all
after.
this?
Yeah,
We're fighting on Black Thursday or whatever. The
Black
Black
Friday.
Friday.
Fighting each other over
Yeah.
Furbies?
Fighting people
This
over
was-
Furbies.
Yeah,
Right?
beating the shit out of each other just for
And-
toys.
and think about that
Damn.
$650 on Black Friday in fucking 1998. Like $650 in 1990s money.
Yeah,
That's like
money.
12.
That's like $150,000 in modern money. Dude. It's so much.
I found one working for $150 on
see,
eBay.
I'm not gonna do that.
Wow. Yeah, that's not worth that.
It's the creepy one too. It's the
The Quiznos one.
Yeah, and Ben,
no,
you
it's
already
not the
have
Quiznos
something
one.
in your house that burps back at you. You got two dogs. Leroy and fart right in your
while I'm
face.
sleeping, and that's usually how I wake up. Yeah. Dude, the little one, not
Your
the
alarm.
not to like sidebar too much, but like the little one has the worst gas and literally will like climb on top of me and then put her ass in my face, fart in the mornings, and then
Oh,
yeah, it's aggressive.
Go out.
It's aggressive.
Well, yeah, well, hopefully
I
she'll grow
doubt
out of that. But so Joe, now remember, I sent this to you and Derek early, and I was like, watch it if you want beforehand, or you can actually just watch it with me when you get here. But you said that you guys try to watch it.
Oh, we tried to watch it on the way to baseball game.
I tried to watch it, yeah, with Derek on the way to the Metro, on the Metrolink on the way to a Cardinals game, and that didn't work. But I tried to watch it one day, and I got about the same place I kept getting about 10, 15 minutes in, and I fell asleep. And then when I woke up, there was a.
You said there's a Furby in front of you.
yeah.
No, it was a Russian kids cartoon was on my TV, and it was tiger. It was like all like zoo animals, and I don't know what they were talking, but it was obviously a kids cartoon, and I was like, did I wake up and like World War I went a different way? What happened?
What Furby Island does
do
to you.
this. I couldn't do. I tried a couple times and it was bad.
How far did you get in?
I tried. Well, I tried on the train and all I did was bitch. I thought the eyes fucked me up. It was making it bad. I was like, I can't look. It's like made on a PlayStation 1. And then I went
this
home.
looks
and
like Xavier Renegade Angel,
Worse.
but somehow like worse.
10 times worse.
Yeah.
Xavier Renegade
Yeah.
Angel knows that it looks like Xavier Renegade Angel.
It was made that
I'll
way
give them
with
that credit.
intent. It was made that
Yeah.
way with intent.
Yeah.
Yes. This is a mountain.
I tried to watch the kid at home and I didn't even make it as far as I made it. I made it like maybe 10, 15 minutes in, and I made it like 5 minutes in and was like, you know what? I'm going to find something else
Honestly, yeah, I didn't watch it until literally today.
today. With
I was like,
Reeves.
I only want to watch this once, and I know I want to watch it closer to the show so I can
3
remember
times.
things.
I watched it a few
3
times. Yeah, Ben saw it 3 times.
3 times, guys.
How? You must hate yourself.
And he won't. He didn't. It took him forever to watch House
Well,
Shark.
House Shark
Yeah,
is
he's-
trash. This
Oh no, this is amazing.
This is goddamn garbage. Oh my god, there's so much wrong with this fucking
House
movie.
Shark is trash.
I will not deny that.
I regret.
It is trash.
I tried to watch this and I messaged Nicole and said I already regret my life.
I watched on a speed
I-
too, and it was still painful.
I love that Leo was like, I'm fast forwarding through this. Like,
You don't really miss much.
did it?
What is?
So, yeah, so where do we actually get to the island and all this?
I don't know.
Oh my
like,
God.
Eventually, we get to the island like 10 minutes in. Furby Island. It's in the Uncanny Valley. They land on Furby Island. The parents just bail. They're like, "All right, kids, hang out by the plane. We're gonna go find a razor philodendron plant. We're gonna go find this magic plant. Stay here and do your homework."
Oh, and it's the same plant that what is it? The whatever the fuck it's called. What is it? The
turtle, whatever.
The turtle, the tortoise. Like that's the same
tortoise
plant that it eats.
The razor
Yeah, the tortoise are. That's
which actually, if you think about it, is
Yeah.
a lot like Bulbasaur's like attacks. You know, he has that like whip thing.
Yep.
The Pokemon.
Yep.
They get all the 3 main Pokemon from Gen 1 are referenced and kind of like dissed a little bit in this thing.
And then yeah, they did.
They have like
Yes,
a orgy and create one of those.
Yeah.
I mean,
throw 'em at
it's
Pokemon
really
teams.
pointing the finger at Pokemon breeding. It's making fun of the people who breed Pokemon for a better Pokemon. That's what it is.
Yeah, actually, I think that's what Dr. Conquest, who's evil, is a Pokemon breeder who captures them, forces them into breed in captivity.
He's
Yeah,
a
not
Nazi. Right? Isn't like eugenics? Is that
Dr. Conquest is a fucking Pokemon Nazi.
Oh my.
That's a deep
You know
dive,
what?
Leo. That
Now
is
I'm
a
glad I'm
deep
here
dive.
for this episode.
I'm here too, Joe.
I'm gonna say this real.
Derek has introduced us to a lot of people, and some of them have been cool. And then he's like, "Got this guy Joe," and we're just like, "Oh no, who's Derek? Who's Derek bringing around this time?" And guess, man, you're the best, dude.
I appreciate you. Some redneck.
So
No, you're great. And watching the footage, man, like you can fucking act, dude.
I appreciate that. That's
Okay.
it's a big
So
compliment.
the best thing here is once we get into the parents leaving, this was hands down some of my favorite moments throughout this as they're leaving, right? So stay here, do your homework. The dad's mustache curls up with his lip. It just keeps fucking moving the entire time as he talks. Wherever his lips goes, his mustache follows, and it's beautiful, right? Absolutely amazing. Parents.
And then you get to my favorite part though, when the kids go off.
No, but like
and when they find that like the pyramid
Yeah.
or whatever, right? And then they get like the kid gets trapped. And then like he's literally like, "Don't leave me alone," and she's halfway down the stairs already.
Gone.
He is gone.
No, but before it's
Leave-
just like when
not even a second thought. She's like, "He's locked up. I'm out. I can't help
Let's
him.
talk about how
He's gone."
Ty can't walk.
Yeah.
Okay, Ty trips like 4 times before they leave the airplane.
he'd be a trip,
Anytime
man.
you see a rock in this field of water, you can guarantee.
They probably
dude's
made
going
that
down.
animation once, and they were
Yeah.
just like, "Well, we can just
That was
repeat it
so
like." four
And then she
times."
steps on his head right off the bat the first time he falls. Like,
She
if you
wants
watch
to
it-
kill him.
She doesn't
Like,
give
are
a
we-
shit.
That's probably why she.
She does
Are we
not
gonna
give a
address
shit.
that?
Yeah, that's probably why she left.
about her little.
She's like, she
brother.
left him because
She's
she's like,
trying
he's a
to get rid of
clumsy
him.
fuck.
All right,
She's like, he's a clumsy asshole. It's his fault. He's gone.
You know what? It makes me understand. Now I understand why they have the plane RV. It's because they're running from DFS. The bad parenting. They're running from DFS. They got these. What homework are these fucking kids
Yeah.
turning in? Because they obviously don't go to school. They live in a
DFS is
plane
The
RV.
thing is, like, we got you an island. We don't know the dangers here. Just stay here alone. You 9 and 12-year-old or whatever the age is. We're gonna leave.
So that again is brilliant. It's a wonderful move. The parents are so wrapped up and invested in what goes on, right? Or are invested in this fucking plant that they're absentee with the children. They go out, they have their adventure. The kids go out and have this magical time. They're told to stay by the plane. Of course, they're not going to. They don't care. They don't pay any attention to their parents because fuck their parents, right? So they go off.
and their kids.
Services
gone.
should be called.
And like, I bet like there's tons of other adventures where their parents also fucked off, so they're used to their parents,
gone for
being
hours.
gone.
As long as we're back at the plane before
Yeah.
they are, or we pop around
Yeah.
a corner, they didn't see us, we're fine. They find the temple. They find is it Elo or Ehi?
Elo's the first one.
Elo's the first
Ehi,
one.
and that makes me think of the Book of Mormon.
Yes, that's all.
I never Book of Mormon.
It's right up there. Go read
Okay,
it.
okay. I download the audiobook of Book of Mormon because I'm intrigued after watching the South Park episode again. I was like, it doesn't make. Are those things true? Like, they really believe on those things? Like now, I mean,
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's why they had those books and all the people wear those white shirts. And they have a secret army.
oh shit.
under the temple in Utah, right, Derek? That's where it is. That's where they
Drinking their milk.
Yeah, they're drinking that milk, all right. Straight from the
With all their
teeth.
Furbies.
So they find the fucking Furby. The Furby takes them to its Furby family and home, and then
and the
Hold on,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
wait.
yeah.
So
Oh, wait,
they
wait.
find this temple that has all these like drawings of people and like some magic little critter like living together, and then there's like some rocks collapse in the temple or whatever, and her little brother, the clumsy little fucker, like falls. He gets stuck. He's like, "Don't leave me," and then Maddie just fucking bails on him, and then she finds Elo. Then she finds the white little Furby.
right.
And she forgot she had a
The quiz-
brother for the whole
Yeah.
time.
The Quiznos Furby.
Quiznos sub.
Yeah.
That's the Furby. It's the Quiznos Furby.
So
When she
also,
makes friends with
just-
this little
just-
Furby. Then her
Okay,
brother
sorry.
comes back later, and she's like, "How'd you escape from the temple?" And he's like, "I don't want to talk about it." They never
We don't have time for this.
address. Yeah, we don't have time for this.
He got sexually assaulted.
outside when she shows back up.
Yeah, probably because he got sexually assaulted by a Furby in the cave.
Well, but then we got the best sequence in the entire movie. It's the most
God.
famous sequence. You can look it up. The Furbies, it's Maddie and Ty together. The Furbies sing them like a "Welcome to Furby Island" song. They sing them the private little.
The Furby.
I never hate anything as much
my
as
God.
that scene.
This is where I got to on the train with Joe, and I was like, "No, we're not."
I hope somebody saw you watch
Dick
this.
clapping.
Everyone on the train saw us watching it, and they heard me the entire time.
right up
Yeah.
at the front of the
Okay.
train. Like
With
every,
no
I would
headphones
100
on, so it just
times
lasts.
watch Chirpy with people around me
The
that
island?
I don't know. Than
Chirpy
that scene
Yeah.
alone.
Chirpy Island is
That's
the
exactly
sequel to both that
when
we
we were
need.
watching it.
An island full of horse fucking
I'm
birds.
for Chirpy Island.
That's what we need. Chirpy Island.
We're watching this on the train, and Derek's just shitting.
Oh, the entire time.
Loud. I mean, on the St. Louis Metrolink, it's kind of a good thing.
There was like 7 people on it.
Well, yeah, and they were all looking at us wild. So, like, you want to be the crazy guy on the St. Louis Metrolink,
That way you don't get shot.
right? And we were watching this, and I'm just sitting there, and it was.
We got to this part, and I was like, "No, Joe, we're done. They don't have arms. How the fuck is he playing a bass? He's playing with his ears. He's slapping every string. They're like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
They-
I remember Nicole posted a video, I guess, of her watching it, and you can hear her lovely fiance in the background screaming, "Their ears are arms! Their ears are the arms!"
it's
We're high-fiving, and it sounds like claps. Like, it wouldn't do that if they were ears and the
it's
furry.
the greatest thing
Makes
ever,
no sense.
guys. I'm sorry.
Dude, there's one that one Furby jumps onto the Ty's arm and is swinging around just from his ear. Fuck yeah, dude. It's great.
Yes.
I want to see the live action version.
Oh, actually, I
Oh,
want to
hell
know
yeah.
how you guys came across this, though. Like, what do you search on YouTube, or what the algorithm was trained with previous?
Yeah, how did you
Yeah.
find this, Reeves?
I mean, guys, what episode is this? How many cartoons have you watched on this show?
114.
You find those cartoons.
Mainstream
mean-
media? I don't know.
Mostly, I picked them.
A lot of those
Most
cartoons are
people
good.
fans of those when they were kids.
Yeah, and mostly it's nostalgia. You know,
Like real TV shows.
Reese's
So
Furby,
you grew up with
Furby,
this? Is this-
No,
Furby
I've never
boy.
seen this thing.
Furby.
This makes me think of Reeves probably got really high in college and accidentally found this, and it scarred his brain so much that it is just embedded.
He
It's
needs
like
to scar
burning
our
it.
brains. He needs to pay
To
it forward.
share
I'm already
trauma.
scarred.
Is that
Furbies
what
find
I'm
you,
saying?
man.
Yeah.
Reese's-
It's like
I will
Furbies.
say- I
It's
will
how they
say with
reproduce.
my
Furbies
wife-
find you. You don't find Furbies.
that
What's the end of the story?
I mean, literally, like I said, I don't remember how I got a Furby all those years ago. It just kind of
They
showed
show
up. And then it was gone. One day I had one, for a while, and then it was gone.
fucked,
It's kind
bro.
of like that shop you buy the Kremlin.
The Furby was like,
Mm.
"Oh, my job here is done."
So
Way.
so I did a lot of looking, right? Again, like for me, the algorithm sparked something entirely different. I was getting like people's Furby stories. I was getting like Furby stories from the dark web, from like Reddit. I was getting fucking what do you call it? Like a lesbian YouTuber who created a long Furby who was using an account called Porridge Boy or something. The Furby's name was Thursday, and the profile just said Porridge Boy. And she would go and troll dudes with a long Furby that she had crafted. So it had this extra long body, its weird little Furby head at the top. But do you know how most Furbies like lives ended? It was usually drunk dads. Like my dad was drunk. The Furby was.
This dad is like this fucking piece of shit. It's too like so cute that it's just all the aggression comes out towards it.
This thing, it keeps waking me up at night. I gotta work in the
You want to feel my emotions? You want to feel my emotions?
That's really like you guys
one without
are
the fur on
so
it?
on point. Like a lot of times they would short out, so it'd be like beep boo, I love you, and then it would stick on a word, and it would just brr. And then dads would come in and smash them. They would yank batteries out. It was mostly dads that killed Furbies.
They did good.
You ever
because,
seen
like,
one
Furby?
amazing statistic?
They are terrifying.
Wait, didn't you say the Furbies has like cameras? You think it's like a CIA kind of thing to put in every house to spy
So
on the people?
Maybe this has been
so
a big
that was
spy
the other
thing.
thing. And not to get whatever too deep into this, but they were considering it. Furbies were banned in the Pentagon because they thought like I want to say it was either China or Korea that was using it to spy. They were banned at the Pentagon. They were banned at the NSA.
Like Furby is American.
No shit.
There's like TikTok.
Imagine like
I'm
a
on
Furby
the
like
Furby
shut down the
Wikipedia
government.
here. It's like American, and also they had to change the name of Sweden to Furby with 2 E's because they already have a town, I guess, named Furby. They didn't want to confuse.
Already
no,
Wait,
exists.
there's a
Seriously.
Furby village? Is there a real
I
Furby
think
island?
it is in Sweden. Yeah, it's not an island, but
There's a real Furby island, guys. It's in Europe.
Is it in the Caribbean? Is it in the Caribbean?
No,
it's
Is it near Sea Island or whatever?
Imagine there was like a world.
it's like
where,
from
like,
Fura, that means pine, and by that means village. Furby, like Pine Village.
Where I come from, by
Swedish
means something entirely different.
Yes. I agree.
You know, imagine like we're
I
in
know
the
all about
world
that by.
where like someone sneaks in a Furby into the
Right.
Pentagon, and then that Furby is the reason how it gets into like all the computer systems, whatever, and like shuts down our government, and we're all like we got World
Yes.
War III that was started with like a Furby.
Oh, that sounds like a great
That's
John
the
Woo
movie
movie.
I want to see. Like that's the movie I want to see. Is fucking literally that. Perfect.
World War 3.
That's what they should do the next Terminator. You know, like Skynet starts with the
my
Furby.
God. Like
Oh,
guys, I can't.
Furby face.
We're gonna need an army of drunk dads to kill them. Only way.
There's only one hero who can save
all,
them.
all the Furby Terminators don't have arms. They're just big ears.
I can't
that's
stand
creepy.
up right now because I have a boner. That's how excited I am by this. I,
Yeah, so Reese, where are we at in the story right now?
We're like 15 minutes into the thing. At that, we're like nowhere. Whatever. They,
No, we
kids
passed
make
like the
fucking friends
music.
with Furbies.
We passed.
We
like,
got
whole
to the music
musical
video.
part, so that's like
Look,
half.
if you're still listening, if you're still not convinced to watch the 45 minutes on YouTube, treat yourself to the dance sequence. You will see Furbies like they flipped the image of several dance sequences to make it look like it's other Furbies dancing. To make it look, it's kind of like when you like when a restaurant will put mirrors on one wall to make it look like it's there's twice as many customers, the place is twice as big. They use the same tricks to make it look like there's twice as many Furbies. But yeah, they make friends with Elo and Ehi, which are like the two Furbies that we follow in this. Ehi has these like really cracked out like butthole eyes, or like anal eyes, you might call them.
Anal eyes.
Pink eyes.
Pink eyes.
Yeah, and he's got a terrible pink eye.
He smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah, I think he's really cranked out this one. Ehi. That's why. Oh, that's why his name's Ehi.
Oh wow.
Because Ehi.
This.
We're learning so much. This is
like
a
cocaine.
scholarship fucking episode, dude. This is a PhD level
Masterclass.
Furby master.
All right, enroll into college tomorrow, just so I can write an essay on this.
Yeah. So you can be a furbologist.
Furbologist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh yeah, I'm a doctor. Oh, you're a doctor? Then what?
Furbologist.
Yeah.
Is that where you touch people's heads?
That's
No, it is the
phrenology.
study of
Fur-
I know.
Furbol-
Sorry. I know. Derek knows not touching people's heads.
And
Offensive. I thought you called me stupid.
I think this episode might have gone off the rails. I can't believe the first.
No way this episode was gonna go off the rails with all these fucking bozos on the couch.
But it's, so the parents are herbologists and the kids become furbologists. I think that's kind of what the arc of the story. Anyway, so they take the Furbies. Oh, Leo just dropped a Furby in chat, and I'm really distracted.
That's the
I
first
couldn't see the image.
generation, I think. That's like a
Wait,
McDonald's.
so can
It's
someone
got a
describe
butt
it?
plug on its head. It's like if somebody wanted to fuck a Furby, they would start with this. It's terrifying. It's blue, it's red, and it's got like a corncob butt plug on its head. Yeah.
We say
Hey, we haven't got that
Shelby
right
Furby
yet.
toy from
Ben?
McDonald's 2001.
Don't
So it's
kink
not the
shame.
first generation. It's like it started in
Don't
'98.
Yeah.
Like so, it's a couple of generations forward.
That's all. Don't kink shame us.
Nobody's
Oh, shit,
getting
we lost
Furbies
Reeves.
You wanna, bro?
Reeves froze.
So while
Might
we're
have
waiting
been
for
that big.
Reeves to be back, oh, he put in a chat here. I'll be back. Like
Well, you
Talk
fucked
about
up my camera. Now. I
Furminator.
gotta fix my image.
Ben, do you think Furby is like a CIA kind of thing, or they're a race of Asian aliens?
See, so that's a wonderful question. Like I think that the whole movie is designed as a plot to make you think it's more of like an ancient alien race. But honestly, I think they're government plants. I think they're built.
People think that. I think they are actually some, or maybe they were here
Sort of
before
cryptid.
us.
It's a cryptid.
But like they definitely ate all the humans that existed on that.
I
Yeah.
agree with Dr. Conquest. They're man-eating creatures.
They set that up to a point that they don't pay off that they should. Like the last shot of the whole thing when he's going Furby home, Furby home, Furby home. It should be her like running into the cockpit and then the Furby sitting there with these giant fangs just waiting to eat the people.
Yeah.
Not enough people watched the movie, so they couldn't.
Yeah,
make it.
right.
Yeah.
That
That's
Furby
why we
canon-
gotta release the. I'm guarantee you, there's like an hour. I bet there's an hour and a half
There's
cut of
gotta
this
be.
movie that
Yeah.
shows like the
I don't
whatever
think
the
it
lost
is because
creatures.
they're saving money
Well, like,
flipping the
some
image to make
dying.
it longer. I don't think they have more footage of this.
So like as this after the big dance number, what do the kids do? What do the kids do? They take them home, right? They take them back to the plane because it's getting late in the day.
Yeah. Guys,
right?
Just taking animals from the wild.
Well,
You
those
should not do
animals are
that,
mind
kids.
fucking them. You know.
Yep.
Oh,
They're
that's right.
already in their
The animals are-
heads.
They're trying to get to the they're
Like
trying to get to the
instantly.
human island. They're like, oh, we can manipulate these people, and then they'll bring us to the human world.
To
Where
the-
now we can go to like whatever fucking normal city that's close by, and then they can just eat everybody, take over the city, and that's how they spread.
These are little ones.
Because and they fuck like rabbits, I bet too. So they can just eat and fuck, and they just take over the world.
Yeah, like
and spread.
It's kind of like in my mind, it's like John Carpenter's The Thing. They're gonna eventually just take over everything.
Yeah, it's like The Thing or like Tribbles, like on Star Trek.
Yeah,
it's like both. They're very similar.
Or
so you guys
critters.
got. Yeah, I accidentally closed out the call when I was trying to close that photo because I'm a dumbass that's basically 40, and we're all 40 here, basically, right?
No age shaming here.
No age in your 30s. You guys are in your 40s. This is the men's show today.
The men's show. We discussed some Furby Island on the man show. Hell yeah, baby.
So like once they get back to the plane, like the kids show up, the parents show up shortly thereafter, again, wildly distracted with what it is that they're doing. This is where in the 3 times that I've watched it, it gets a little weird. The kid puts the Furbies in the glass, he hides them so
no,
he tries to kill them.
They fall in the glass.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, then the chick starts to suffocate.
Yeah, because she's having a fucking anxiety attack
they're
because they're mind controlling her.
She's feeling their pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. She's feeling their pain. They're trapped in this jar. She feels like, oh, the world's crushing me. I'm having this anxiety attack. And then her brother, surprisingly, it saves her by pulling the Furbies
and think
out
about
and
it.
not
So if
falling over.
Furbies are killing and eating everybody, right? And then you can feel like their pain, right? I bet they're like using so like when they're eating you, right? I bet you're also feeling that. Then you try to hurt them, then you're just feeling more pain. So you just have to give in because no matter what, you're just gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, but if they're eating you, would you and they're enjoying it? Would you, while you're getting eaten and feeling pain, would you also feel the enjoyment that they are feeling as they're eating you?
And what about, is it like a Corsican Brothers situation too, where like the one feels the other? We know that the human can feel the Furby's pain, and the Furby can get inside the human mind, but is that a two-way street? Because what if they're eating the person? Is the Furby feeling pain in that moment?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they wouldn't feel
sadomasochism.
Well, they wouldn't feel the Furbies. I mean, if Furbies are eating them, they're not going to feel like that enjoyment.
Okay, but isn't this kind of like the what's the name, Dragonheart, or even the Rick and Morty episode that you only link to one person,
right?
And
okay,
and then you stuck with only that person kind of thing.
But she was feeling the pain of both of them.
No, she was just one, but like they're both together, so it's like that's why I feel like it was both of them.
The two Furbies,
all the Furbies almost look like a hive mind.
Yeah.
The Furbies link all together.
And see, and in Pokemon, right, you can have as many Pokemon as you want, but Furbies are like, nah, you get
have
one.
Like you can have 6, right?
All the
In your
Furbies, all the Furbies would sync up.
Right. The Furbies all sync up together.
It's like periods.
They would all
get their periods together.
Well,
yeah,
they all sync up and sing the same. That was their deal. They would all like
because you could
connect together and they would all sing together. That was kind of their
you bought one.
That's why all those drunk dads are beating them up because
fuck, there's like 7.
They have like a kid's like birthday party,
battle royale style.
They're like a big kid sleepover. He's like,
motherfuckers.
Yeah, we need to talk about that too. There's no way dads were just killing one. You know, it's not just a 1-to-1 ratio.
He's
that dad
holes
heard
in
the
wall.
Yeah.
I bet his name was Kyle.
Skipping
Kyle.
Kyle or Kevin for sure.
So when the parents get back with their thing and the Furbies are having, Maddie is having the freak out.
Flower.
They bring the razor rhododendron.
Whatever it is.
Rhododendron.
Philodendron,
Philodendron. Thank you.
It saves the day.
I'm glad Reeves can remember all these names.
Maddie, though, it's post that freak out. Then all of a sudden she's feeling good. This is another one of my favorite points is when the parents have their little one-on-one about the kids, right? Because the dad is all of a sudden, he's very angry and he's like, what's wrong with her? And the mom's like, I don't know what's wrong with her. And the dad does the most amazing 180 I have ever seen in the shortest amount of time. He goes, she'll be fine. She's fine. Everything will be fine. It's okay. And like it is like flipping a coin. He just flips so fucking quick. It's not even funny.
Joe, you're raising your hand.
Dads do that. You just be like, you're like, oh, this is a pointless. Yeah.
They're not even his kids. He doesn't care because they're not even his kids.
As the resident dad here.
Oh, yeah, that. Fuck them. Yeah, they're
They're actually the Conquest kids.
They are Conquest kids. We've already.
That's why
discussed
that's why she's horny for him, right? Because she has this connection to him that she can't figure out. But so since she doesn't think that that's his dad, she's just horny.
There you go. She's just a horny kid.
That's like paragraph 1 of my essay on this shit.
Can you give us like the opening, like the opening line?
Dear Professor of Herbology, here is my candidate thesis to become a professional herbologist like you. Much like you, I think you're my father, but you're not. That's what I got. He said opening sentence. I feel like I'm already in a hole here. I didn't really plan this out.
Congratulations. I'm giving you this, Reeves.
Success. I'll take it.
Well, I would give you A++ on that.
Hell yeah. So wait, so we got to I think we can kind of Dr. Conquest, Maddie tells Dr. Conquest that there really are Furbies. She writes on the message board that she really found Furbies. And the next day
4chan.
Yeah, she writes on 4chan. She goes on the cryptozoology part of 4chan and just posts about Furbies and he wants to capture these fucking things. He's been searching for them for 20 years and he knows that they're man-eating. He keeps calling them man-eating Furbies, which is the second clue they can get that the Furbies ate every motherfucker on this island.
I think they are.
Yeah.
Need the sequel.
Yeah.
I think so. It's true, man. The Furbies, what they do, they showed up on the island. There was already a human civilization. This is the subtext of Furby Island. But when you guys already kind of got into it when I accidentally got off the call, but I'm back. Whatever. We just got to cover it. We just got to go through this. There was a civilization of people.
Yes.
Furbies showed up to the island. They started because the Furbies, they're cute. They started mind melding with the humans. The humans started worshiping the Furbies. They watched their song and dance. They were mesmerized. Then the Furbies, this is part of their predatory evolution or whatever. They mind meld with the people. Like you're saying, when they're eating the people experience pleasure. So my guess is it became almost like a religious, ritualistic thing where they let they enjoy the Furbies eating.
Do you think it's just people laughing maniacally as they're being chomped to bits, right? It's just the echoes of this.
Yeah, they're just so happy about it. Some people
they're loving it.
They're singing songs.
And dude, they built temples worshiping these fucking things. They built there's they find that Easter Island style statue of the Furby at the beginning. They worship these fucking things, and they're the most vicious predator on the planet. That's why.
Because they mind meld with the human beings. They've probably been there for centuries, and they finally just farmed out the humans.
Yeah, and they got stuck on the island because they can't swim.
Yeah.
No arms.
Yeah, they got stuck. Which is why this is a fucking horror movie at the end of the day. Actually, Dr. Conquest is probably really the hero here because he wants to capture these things. He knows they eat people. He's
and they're gonna
he's the Dr. Loomis of this. He's trying to save people.
Farm out the human race. They're gonna mind meld with a couple of leaders, and then
wait a minute.
The leaders
time out, guys. I'm sorry. I have to say, Leo, I'll let you get to where you're going, but I just want to say that Reeves just sided with a Nazi doctor. All right, thank you. Let's go. Keep going.
Shit. Well, okay, I have a question.
All right.
I don't agree. I don't think he's a Nazi doctor
over, guys.
Anymore.
Thanks for
I don't think he's a Nazi doctor no more. He's a hero in this. The Furbies are the.
I can't believe you backed me in the corner to defend some canceled evil fuck again. You win.
I'm saying that we flipped the
style. And now you got me to defend a Nazi. I hate this fucking
What's
show.
next for Reeves?
I'm gonna,
this show. I love
if
that you're
someone's
on
gonna
this.
find this fucking show, someone's gonna find this when I finally make it at the lowest rung of Hollywood, and I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done the next day. I'm gonna be done like that dude in Creed 3 that got canceled like the day after it came out for beating that chick.
So my question.
Well, so Leo.
All right, I think that's the end of the episode.
Let me
It was
go
great
back.
hanging
Let's
out.
pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, right.
You're saying that Furby
And
is
we're
like a ground version and less sexy version of a siren?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
like the sirens, like the evil mermaids, right?
Oh,
Yeah, mind control. Yeah,
And they
with their
kill you,
voice.
and they eat
Oh.
the semen.
Yeah, exactly. Except they're small green scooters,
I
and they
eat
can go
semen.
on land.
Another name for sirens is like furies or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
It's very cool.
Oh.
The Furby.
So they did the whole evolution. They start like
Furby.
crawling on the sand, and then they evolve and get hairy, and then at the end they're like a Furby.
That's amazing.
Well, Reeves did point out that the Furbies change size all the time in this fucking movie.
That's true.
Yeah, the perspective.
Yeah, the perspectives are way the fuck off, and then like the Furbies are like they just vary in size from shot to shot.
It's
torso set.
the Cats movie learned nothing from this. They could have learned what pitfalls to avoid, and instead they imitated, dude.
this is
That's like. It's
Well,
like studying
the
history.
captain, whatever, was just a straight asshole to the kids because he killed the one Furby,
He did murder a
Yeah.
Furby.
and then he just picked it up and was like,
Oh,
"We'll
yeah.
study this
He
in the
threw it
lab."
like a
and throws
baseball.
it.
Yeah, what a kids movie that he just fucking chucks a
Wait, so
Furby.
he
Furby.
he was supposed to be
fucking-
Australian, right?
Creature. There is a fucking
He's like,
henchman
"We'll
like a
study in the
goddamn
lab."
like Nolan Ryan, man.
We determined Furbies are evil, so fuck them.
See, he's the fucking
That's
hero.
that's the only way to kill them. You have to throw them.
You know how this movie is so like not based in reality? Is at the end we learn on the computer
No way.
that the Furby Island is probably in Brazil or maybe Uruguay, but let's say it's in Brazil. If it's in Brazil, like how none of the kids got mugged the whole movie,
Well,
and also how like an Australian guy
Right,
show up
Brazil
and the
has,
Furbies didn't like stab him or did something, like they're afraid of him. Like that doesn't make sense.
and Leo, because you're the one who showed me this a couple weeks ago. I mean, Brazil has like Snake
Oh,
Island, right? Where it's like there's this island full, then the snakes can't leave, so they just live on this
And
island.
they got like extra poisonous.
Cobra.
Yeah, I've seen. There's
So-
like some
yeah.
snakes on that island that are only on that island.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
they
they
only exist
evolved
there.
to
so-
have more
Oh.
poison because they have less
Yeah.
food, so
I've
they have to
wondered
kill
what a
fast
couple of my
to be able to
exes
eat.
Oh, someone's getting a phone call.
They kill those birds.
Oh. So, but just to reiterate though, so like the Thing, you have to kill it with fire. The Thing from the movie.
Yeah.
Like zombies, you got to take out the brain. But a Furby, you just got to chuck it real hard. That's how you do
amazing.
Or you have to,
it.
I'm just imagining
Just
like
yeet that
they're
bitch.
like all these hunters are just like fucking nailing it with bullets. Like they're trying to blow it up. They're trying to set it on fire. They're hitting it with bullets and nothing is working. And they're like, "You gotta throw them."
so he just throws it against the wall.
Yeet that motherfucker.
They just start bringing baseball bats so they can just start whacking.
Get the pitching machine out here.
They start getting catapults so they can just start chucking them faster.
they built like a 50-foot tall concrete wall. They're like launching them at.
We're gonna get all the pitching machines from the batting cages in the area. We
So-
got some Furby killing to do.
After the conqueror dude kills the Furby, what happens after that?
All right, so the Nazi doctor, despite his political
I'm still on the
leanings,
side- You know what? I still on
or
the
like
side
you
that he's the good guy in
He
all
is.
this.
I think he's a good guy now.
The Furbies are the
Like
evil
some
ones.
people,
The
some
Furbies are the
people
Nazis.
also in World War II thought the Nazi was the good guys, but
Well, all the Nazis.
I'm telling you, the Furbies
This
are the
comes from
Nazis.
a
like,
man who is from
I'm
Brazil.
just saying,
Mussolini.
The Furbies are the real Nazis here because they're the ones that are trying to take over.
There was just look. The
And control
doctor,
people to their way
the
of
good
thinking.
doctor, has identified a menace, and he knows he needs to experiment and contain them. Okay, if you guys see any how that connects to history, you're better.
Okay,
than
but
me.
if you go to
I don't know how.
if you go to the savannah and you see a lion gonna try to kill you, but the lion is not evil. It's like the Furbies are not evil, and the guy's a Nazi.
Read your mind. They're trying to take over the world.
Hey, but to Leo's point, they're just
Yeah.
trying to eat.
I've been
So
to Savannah,
how close
and all
to the
they
human
do is-
Holocaust do you think?
There's no way they're just trying to eat. They can
don't
in your
have
brain.
arms. How else are they going to eat
They got
unless
ears.
they control
But they're
your
smart
mind?
though. I guarantee you, they're smarter than us. I bet, like,
Well, they're
especially
farming us.
if they can get in our brains. I bet the Furbies can start getting into tech. You know what I mean? Like, give them a couple of years living in like imagine they land in New York, right? They hide in this plane, this RV plane, and they land in New York. And then now they sneak in, they start infecting all these like richer people's minds. They're like learning all this new tech,
and then they
TV.
start farming the lower
You
class
know,
and eating the lower
when people
class.
talk about deep state, is a bunch of
Evolve
Furbies.
to a point where they no longer need arms
Exactly.
because they can get you to just feed them.
And you seem- there's like-
you'll willingly come to them for them to eat you.
I'm,
because
coming,
it's
I'm getting
pleasurable
back
for
to
you.
they have this
And
mind control
you know, like
person
it's
in
like Planet of the
control
Apes.
everything.
Remember in Planet of the Apes where they skip to the future and it's like our regular society except everybody is like apes. It's like that, but it's gonna be Furbies.
I think Furbies prefer to rule in the shadows. Like they say they're not in the White House, but they are there. It doesn't matter if you vote for
Like-
president.
They're in the
They're gonna
base because they
control.
just have to control your
Yeah.
mind.
Desk, and there's just a Furby like
Furby-
underneath it.
Yeah,
Just
Furby
control.
the deep state.
with a bib on, just like.
And it's
oh,
like
I'm
like
eating this
every
later.
major leader in the world just
Yeah.
has a Furby under their
Exactly.
desk
I
that's
don't
just
think,
manipulating.
James, I don't know how it happened, but this just became a conspiracy theory episode.
Also, I think there is actually a Furby we haven't
Mitch, though,
seen
that's
in a
why.
movie. That
what
is a
Mitch
giant
do.
Furby that gonna eat the people and then chew and then do like a mama bird, just go chew every little Furby and human people.
That's great. I love it.
Yeah, there's got to be the secret big Furby that we don't know about
Like a
somewhere, like the
kaiju
mama
Furby?
Furby.
Like the
Especially
Yeah,
if
kaiju
James
Furby.
Gunn reboot
Yeah.
this, it's definitely gonna have a kaiju Furby.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Leo, you've seen. I mean, you're the only person here that really. I mean, Derek, too. You've seen the CW shows. I mean, they did something similar. Unlike Legends of Tomorrow, they had like a giant Furby, like
I
creature
didn't
thing.
watch.
I didn't really watch it either.
I
I just know
only
that's
saw,
what
like, the
made me not
first
want to
season.
watch. They did that on television. Like people paid money for that.
Wow. I'm shocked.
So yeah, where are we at in Furby Island?
right.
So we're on the plane.
Yeah,
still?
yeah, we've just
beating up
landed on
Furbies.
Furby Island.
Doctor, it just landed. We're 5 minutes into the movie.
Furby.
The island does look like a vagina.
What?
If
I
you
don't
go
remember.
back and start it over when they show the island like as they're landing,
No, pull
it's
up a
got this.
photo.
Yeah, it's just got the. It just looks like a big vag.
So who's got a photo of the island? I want to
See,
see
I think
this.
the opening of the temple looks like a badge, so I think it's like a thing, man.
Wow.
This is
It's because that's how they. I bet the
Subliminal
temple.
message.
Do you
Yeah,
think
man.
it's a?
Because
Do
they-
you think it is a subliminal message for how Maddie wants to
Yeah.
present for Dr. Reginald Conquest?
I don't think this
I
island
would say it's
looks at
more
all
because
very-
the Furbies want to reproduce. They're constant. They need to, keep making more Furbies. So yeah, where are we at in the story, Reeves?
Dr. Conquest shows up. He's got 2 henchmen. He captures the kids. He captures some Furbies. The kids.
Kills
The kids.
And that is a
murder-
story that you should never meet your heroes,
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, never meet your heroes. Never meet your real dad. And
Oh, shit.
and
Oh, God. Reeves, if I die, I want you to know I loved you.
I love you too. We'll bury you on Furby Island.
Well, so it's good to point it out that some theories said that Hitler
Feed me to the
escaped to
Furby.
South
Feed me to
America,
Furby.
so we're still on the.
Oh, oh. Okay, so Furby Island is in South America then.
Yeah.
It is according to the map at the end of
Okay.
the movie. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So it's in South America. So we know. Oh, so whatever. The kids, they fucking escape. They murk. They kill Dr. Conquest, 2 henchmen. They just they capture one. They trick another one to fall in this giant pit, and he fucking dies.
Mm-hmm.
And then they capture Dr. Conquest in the same temple that the 9-year-old kid was able to easily escape. But Dr. Conquest, for whatever reason, can't fucking figure it out.
Is anyone
like a bitch.
disappointed that didn't have spikes at the bottom of that pit? Because I feel like if you have a temple and you have like a trap, you got to put spikes on your pit.
How much cooler would it have been if we never saw Ty again when he fell into the pit and you never heard of him until the end of the movie when Reginald Conquest falls on top of the dead child?
That would have been good.
Ty
that was
rides
the first
on
draft,
the
dude. I
Fortress.
bet that was the first
Yo,
draft.
Ty, and the end of it should have been Ty coming in, riding the fucking tortoise, after he's been missing.
Yeah, the Tortoisard. Yeah.
Like in from underground, with the Tortoisar.
Like
after
he's
being
like his
trapped.
Rancor. He's conquered the Tortoisar, and it's his Rancor now.
Yeah, that's personal pet that he's.
He's fucking Dr. Conquest. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I think we fixed Furby Island, guys. Honestly, I think.
You know what, dude?
But we still have to get him in the plane for the sequel.
I still think like my actual theory, what happened is that in the pyramid, like there was like a 9-year-old kid size hole that Conquest just couldn't fit through. He was like, only if I was a kid, I could have slipped through this hole.
Only dude and the henchmen where their arms didn't fold in half. Animals where they had them all stitched up at the elbows and they were just like scarecrows and shit.
They're too buff to have elbows.
Yeah.
It's all fucking muscle.
Yeah. So it seems like a happy ending, but I do think we have kind of like a horror movie like Thing ending, where they like take some Furbies with them on the plane, on the flying, the wild thorn Furbies on their flying RV. They've got some Furbies with them, and Maddie's on a computer and she's looking at different places on Earth, and the Furby keeps going, Furby home,
and she leaves the Conquest, like right where she leaves the dude there. Like, cause he tried to lead towards her, and he's just like, "Come on, don't leave me here." And my initial thought too was like, okay, if she helps him right now, and she didn't help her brother earlier, like what? But
the parents said that they called the authorities. Yeah.
Well, they Disney the whole story up like they did the mom's boobs, because it's blatantly a ripoff of Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. They just shaved the boobs down, made it look like she got stung in the face by a bunch of bees.
Oh yeah, mom's face was like
lopsided. And then they gave both of them. They gave both of them like Mrs. Incredible's hips.
Yeah, well, they
know?
They just kind of they smoothed it all down from Lara Croft to make it like a little Disney version of that.
So
they leave him. They escape Furby Island, but now they got all the Furbies on the plane.
Yeah, and then the dad says, "Thank God we caught that fucking prick, Dr. Conquest," which is like, it's really weird. It's weird he says that.
No one will
it's a kid's cartoon. They haven't cursed it all in the movie until like literally the last 30 seconds.
But don't they say you can only curse once to keep it?
Fucking
prick.
I kept thinking Dr. Conquest was gonna call her a little bitch every time he was like, "Get that little." You felt like the guy was about to be like, "Get that little bitch," right?
That's what the actual voice actor was saying when they were like recording it.
Get that little bitch.
So what I was gonna say before.
No, you go, Leo.
Oh, sorry. It's just like I don't know if you guys agree, if you remember the Simpson episode. There's like an episode that Lisa saved a dolphin from SeaWorld, but then the dolphin ended up being the king of every dolphin, and the dolphins invade the land and slave humankind. So do you think that's kind of what they did here? They save like the leader.
Simpsons already did it. It's true, man. As always, Simpsons already did it, right?
So
I didn't know there was this dolphin episode. Simpsons has gone off the fucking rails.
So another quick question, and again, I watched it 3 times. I don't know. I was distracted most of it. But here's the big question: do we ever really see the authorities come to pick up Conquest?
No.
No.
So
That's why we need the sequel.
So the hole
we do,
is
'cause
still
save
there.
the world.
They skip out before the authorities show up. They're like, we just left a man in a hole. We've got to get a plant back to the States or whatever, right?
No, they got to save.
That's like Supervillain 101, where you leave your hero in a hole and you walk away.
Yeah, right. So they just left him there, and I promise you, he was not there when the authorities showed up. He wasn't there. Yeah. He's gone. He's goners, baby. Like, that man is fucking, he's out there killing more Furbies. He's chucking them around the island like baseball.
Good.
He should be killing more.
Well, they have taken over. By the time he has escaped his hole, they have taken over the plane. The Furbies have mind control over the entire family, and then they're going to eat the parents first because they have mind control of the children.
Right.
And then the children are going to help them mind control the rest of when they get to the mainlands, to all the other Furbies, Paris and Seattle and all these other places that they point out at the end of the map. That's when they start. That's when they start using the kids to mind control other kids to get their parents eaten, and that's how they farm the humans.
It's kind of like a Power Ranger movie.
It's true. It's gonna exactly what happened on Furby Island is gonna happen on Furby Earth, dude. It ends with humanity soon. Humanity.
That's an awesome name.
So Reeves,
the sequel
is Furby Earth.
If you guys want to know,
you heard it first here on Totally Toonular.
Three House of Horror 11, season 12, episode 1 is the dolphin episode on Simpson, and it's from the year 2000. So they also did before Furby Island.
Wow,
Simpsons did it, man.
Wow, Simpsons did it.
Simpsons always did it first.
Well, fucking, that's Furby Island, man.
Yeah, so that's Furby Island, man. I'm gonna start with you, Reeves, since you wanted to watch the show so badly. You know how we rate this show, right? You know what we do.
Yeah.
What you giving this show?
Well, I think after this conversation, there's no way to rate it anything but success.
Oh shit!
Success.
Hell yeah!
What are you giving it success? What are your final thoughts on Furby Island? What's your final thesis?
Anything I can watch for free on YouTube in glorious 360p, man. New York is expensive enough, you know? I can't be subscribing to every goddamn service. Success.
Success. Yeah, I was waiting for you to come back, Joe, because I don't know if you know. I mean, you were on the show once. Unfortunately, it was the one episode I wasn't on. Austin, thank you for covering when I wasn't there. But what do you so you know how we rate this show? What are you going to rate this show? And what are your final thoughts?
Oh, he's stinking here too.
Yeah, it took me like 3 times to get through it. The animation and the voices may not matching up, and like just all the holes.
The glorious 360p.
Yeah,
I mean,
which Reeves loves so much.
The creepy like Quiznos Furby. It's just like it didn't hit for me.
No, so you're not gonna watch this. You're not gonna show your kids
Furby Island.
Yeah,
like dude, my kids watch weirder stuff. Like, they'd be like, Dad, oh, here, check this out. No. But
so yeah.
No, that's not my thing. I was never into Furbies to begin with. I always kind of found them creepy. But you know what I mean?
Well, Furby Earth, that's the movie.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Derek, because you know what are you giving this? Are you giving this yourself or?
If we're just gonna go on if we would go off the conspiracy theory part of this episode and or the sequel, I will give that a success. But
I'm with Derek on that.
This entire thing is garbage. Yeah. it's horrible, and I fucking hate it.
Hey, you said you would do it if Leo was on the show.
Oh yeah, I'll do it for
Do it.
Leo. I'll do it. You got to give me a second.
And we got to record a few of those too later, so just keep that in mind. Your work's not done.
I might have to do that tomorrow if I do
Hey, well,
it right now.
we're recording it right now. That's what we do in Totally
Okay,
Tuned.
yeah,
We don't have
quiet.
production
Quiet.
meetings.
Yeah.
Everything happens
Let's
on air.
let's get them good and clear.
Let's get one clean, Derek.
I hate you. I fucking hate you. I wish you were here right now. I'd slap you.
All right, let's do this. Everybody shut up.
I hated this fucking goddamn Furby Island.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was a success.
Perfect.
That was a success.
That went on for a
That
while.
was a success.
Yeah, so did you give your final thoughts on Furby Island?
A lot of it was going into it. I knew I didn't care. I didn't care for Furbies. It was shit my nieces grew up with. I was like, okay, I'll do this. I'm still mad at you, Ben, because you won't watch fucking House Shark, but that's okay. I'll watch this. And then I watched it on the train, and the animation just fucked my whole head up. And I was like, oh, I couldn't look away. It was like a train wreck. It was just like watching. Yeah, it was horrible. And then I watched it today with Reeves, and that was actually because you could buy. Like, then it became a conspiracy theory. Like, who's the parents here? You know, is it Dr. Conquest? You know,
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. It's full of somewhat. It seems boring as hell.
a sequel.
In the shittiest animation you ever seen.
really want to talk
but
to
the
someone who's working on
subtext
this
is just like the
Well, that's
books you
follow-up.
can write on this shit.
Having this conversation was way better than actually watching. Breaking it down was way better than the 45 minutes I wasted watching.
So Ben Johnson, also, your Volso brother, Dwayne Steeler, right now says
Unclean, Steeler, unclean.
So what are you giving the show? What are your final thoughts on House Shark?
On House Shark? House Shark can go fuck.
On House Shark?
I never made it past like the first 10 minutes of House Shark. It's a horrible movie. I've turned it off. I won't turn it back on because it's fucking dumb.
So what you gotta rate it though, Ben? What are you rating
House
it? What are you
Shark
giving
is
it?
all fucking day. Now Furby Island though.
Just gonna watch the animation for this. It's
And all right, well, and what are your final thoughts on
Furby Island
What do you
is
give?
a rousing success for me. Success all day long.
That's 2 and 2,
Yeah.
baby. We're 2 and
It
2.
is this cartoon on so many levels. Like, yeah, it's bad. It's shocking that it was made by a toy company. Like, it's got so many negatives that it's like they all fuck together to make a positive. You know what I mean? It's really that's what it is.
That's one way to put it.
I'll accept it.
It's so good.
So, yeah, all right.
This is and it's only 45 minutes. You can fix it yourself. You can fix it with friends. Like it's
What that was relieving when we like finally decided to watch this. Like I didn't look it up. Well, I looked it up the week before I really decided I was gonna pick it, and I was like, oh man, this movie is gonna be fucking like an hour and a half, hour 40 fucking
just terrible.
bullshit. And then it said 45 minutes. I was like, all right, thank God it's at least 45
it's so
minutes.
doable. It's so doable. Like
Yeah.
and
It's
it's
less if you put on a
hard.
choose speed.
We got through it.
It was very hard. It was. I could have the only way I could have gotten through this. I couldn't have done this alone. I couldn't have done this with Joe. I needed you and Reed.
Leo did
I
it
needed
in
you and
22 and a half minutes is what he's telling us. Leo did it in 22 and a half minutes.
Yes.
And it still sucks.
Leo, the only sane person here. What are you giving this show? What are your final thoughts?
So first of all, I entered the IMDb page here, and one of the things they recommends the horror movie called The Furby that was probably made by some high school kids, and it still has
shout out
like
to that.
the double of stars than the animation has from a professional company. And also another that show like more like this is like Gremlins. So again, I think Furby Island is the Christian Gremlin movie, and also it kind of annoyed me how like both of the kids they feel like they're like those like when kids try to be YouTubers, but they're recording at night, so they can like really say anything, so they kind of like whisper, yell. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's the same as those kids are acting there. It's just I hate everything about this, and yeah.
Gotta
just-
give it. Yo, what are you giving it? You
I
giving it
I get a Derek.
All right.
That is terrifying. And
All right. So wait. So we're 2 and 3, 2 successes, 3 ands. Nicole didn't like it. She loved it.
right.
So we're 3 and 3. So James.
Nicole
James,
says
She's on a chat.
I kind of like that. That's a success.
No,
Play
no, but
success
that's like
for Nicole.
we have a delay on YouTube,
Give
so she
Nicole a
kind of like
success.
Derek yelling, not the what is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicole, if you're in the chat, let us know if you're giving it the Derek or the Zach. So my final thoughts on this shit. I mean, honestly, I'm giving it the whole. And this is twice. I mean, honestly, in the 2 years we've been doing this show, I've never given the Derek. In the past 2 episodes, no.
Wait, you did it? You watched
not,
it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Maybe I did. I don't remember if I ever gave it. We didn't have the ant then. Remember, that's still kind of a recent development over there. Only as of like last year we started doing it. So yeah, this is the second show I'm giving it the old Derek. Yeah, nothing about this is good. I mean, it's so bad that we've came up with like conspiracy theories about it. Like the animation is just absolutely soulless. Like the eyes look like I don't even know. Like they blink sometimes, but then their pupil still feels open. Like it blinks, and I'm still staring at the eyeball.
Bro.
Like, there's never a moment.
The thing
You
is, you
are
can even
missing-
call Uncanny Valley because it's not even that
Reminds me
good
of
of
Mark
animation to
Zuckerberg.
be uncanny.
You're missing the joy in cartoons if that's what you're worried about.
There is
But,
no
like, and
joy
also
in
I
this.
generally like.
Cartoon.
I guess also doing this show because it also reminds me a lot of the fucking McDonald's cartoon, and it just feels like just like, and I get it. You watch also a lot of cartoons where there's just toy commercials. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it.
G.I.
you know?
Joe entirely.
Right, that's
It's like
fine.
commercials.
But you know what? At least
Mass of the universe.
like I don't know, when I see like companies like this and like McDonald's making these cartoons, it just exists. It just feels like a manipulative purpose, and like really like it just and makes me hate it even more. Like why am I watching like?
You know what
fucking
makes me
garbage.
hate a lot this cartoon? They had 3 writers. You need 3 people to write this shit.
Wow.
I do remember that one guy in
That's what I'm
this.
saying.
his
There's a
name is
long
We
Longer
Buzzy.
movie.
needed 6 to
There's a-
fix it, Leo.
The executive
We needed
producer.
6 to fix it. Okay.
I think the executive producer of this movie his name is Buzzy because it's called Buzzy Productions. I guess at the end of it because Reeves pointed this out earlier. They do the fucking Furby Island logo like the title screen. I think 4 times, and twice at the end.
Yeah.
And then it looks like shit. And then the Hasbro logo hits. It looks like shit. But then the Buzzy Productions hits, and it looks great.
And you know, but the thing is, you know, what? I do fucking love Gremlins. So you know, I'm just gonna watch Gremlins forever.
Yeah.
Fuck Furby Island. No, I do.
Best Christmas
I
movie
do
ever.
think that the sequel Furby Earth should exist.
Yes.
That sounds
yeah.
incredible. That's the movie I really want
I
to
think
see.
Yeah,
James
so-
probably hates this more too because
Send us money to make that movie. You should send us money to make that movie. You want to see Furby
Dude,
Earth?
Yo,
You know.
Buzzy. Hey, Buzzy.
What is the email address? Yeah.
Buzzy, if you're listening, I'm sorry that they didn't like your cartoon. I'm sorry it lost like 2 to 5 on this thing or whatever. Give the money to Ben and me. We will make Furby Earth. We will make Planet
What are
Furby.
your Venmos? So
Dude, they
people
have
send you money.
4 people editing this movie.
That's Shithouse Productions and Classy
Yeah.
Underground
Yes.
Pictures, folks.
Dude, you guys
Yo.
want to plug your
Yeah,
Venmos
Buzzy,
if people
get
want
at
to
it.
send money?
William Reeves Elliott on Venmo. Get at me, Buzzy.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my Venmo is the same as my Instagram
sequel-
at yarn_Yeti. Like, hit me up. Give me money, Buzzy.
Yeah,
All day.
we can do it for less
But,
than
like,
you spent on this one. And
I
it
want
will
those-
look better. What?
You were
I want
saying
those
something. What were
Buzzy
you saying, Leo?
bucks. Right?
Yeah.
I really thought James was gonna like this cartoon because I thought he would have some what's the name, Stockholm syndrome for For being like
I owned a Furby.
yeah.
It implanted in my brain when I had one that I had to like. I didn't think about Furbies for years, and the second I watched this, like this repressed like Furby like memory just comes out, and like right, and then I just go out and go buy like 3 more Furbies out of nowhere. Like they just start showing
and then
up.
then you take over the world.
That's when I break into the Pentagon.
Yeah, that's when you break into the Pentagon and start feeding people the Furbies. Yeah.
So yeah, that's Furby Island, guys. Fucking goddamn! I'm just glad we could finally shut up about this fucking movie.
What is next week?
Next week, man, it sucks that Reeves, Derek, and Joe will not be with us. Next week. I guess you will be here. I guess if you want to. I guess you are. You're in the Hall of Toonies. Do you want to come on next week?
I'm gonna be on the couch.
Derek is your Furby now.
Derek's never leaving again.
He's invaded my mind.
I'm Ehai.
Yeah, it's true.
No, next
He
week
shows up.
I'll get spun out.
He makes sound at 2 a.m.
He just starts singing. They just suddenly just like a dance number.
Dude, I woke
Starts reproducing.
Taylor Swift in my head. So.
All right. Well, I'm still trying to close out this show right now. And next week, I actually wanted to do something because I could not stand how shitty this animation was. So I really wanted to find something good, something that was kind of fresh. And HBO actually just posted this recently. There's actually some wrestler I follow actually the voice on it, but they did this like competition where people from all over the world submitted short films, and they picked like 10 of them, and they aired it, and they streamed it on HBO Max. And just so it's all these different shorts from different places around the world. It's called Only You animated shorts, and they're all like 7 minutes apiece, like 8 episodes, 10 episodes. But I don't know. It looks. I haven't seen any of it. It just looks super cool. It looks super inventive. Like I really need to see some creativity and like thought after like watching this corporate, whatever the fuck this shit is, executive movie. So HBO Max.
It looks cool.
Hopefully,
So toys are bad, but a corporate media overlord is okay.
Yeah, because they're owned by Discovery now, and Discovery make free.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's like the corporate overlords aren't the same people, but at least
shitty people.
This
They're
feels
giving...
like creativity. They're at least giving like some people some voices.
They put
here.
some effort. That's what James is trying to.
It's not an advertisement, Ben.
Yeah, subscribe to Max coming soon.
Yes.
Pay us.
Pay us money, Max.
Give us money now.
Max.
We are mentioning your name on the air.
All right, I'm ending this shit. Fucking Derek, where can we find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Lanternwood, and coming up, so hopefully soon, Curse of the Weird Year.
Joey, Joseph, Mr. Duff, the Duff Man. Where can we find you at?
You can find me at Dude Duffster on Instagram. Probably the same thing on Twitter. Joe Duff on Facebook.
And Curse the Weird Year. And we didn't mention, man, you the creator of Curse of the Weird Year with Derek.
It was that was fun.
Well, I'm glad to have you in town. I hope we can really do some stuff. Leo, I hope you can join us. Because you said you got some good touristy spots, and because Leo has
show me the town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can do like a boat ride. I don't know, like we figure something out.
When Leo says show you the town, just know that's a euphemism for his penis.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't seen his penis in a while.
All right, Ben Johnson, where can we find you at?
At shit.house.
It's called Long Island.
At shit.house.
Yeah. Yo.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Ben. Where can we find? I did not get anywhere.
Productions, yarn _Yeti, both on Instagram. You'll find me crying under my pillow tonight.
Reeves, where can we find you at? I hear there might be a tour coming up.
I thought you were just trying to do me dirty out of revenge, but you can find me at Keanu's last name on Instagram. And yes, you heard it here first. The first public announcement, you just did it, James. We're going on tour with The Secret of Cuck Island and Freak by another local filmmaker, Lucky Cerruti. And we're going on tour in June. We're going to hit North Carolina, Charlotte, Wilmington, Roanoke, Virginia, Philly, Boston, Connecticut, Rhode Island with friend of the show, Joshua Dolan, setting up a show.
Joshua.
Details to come. Yeah, we'll be showing trailers, of course, from, Curse of the Were-Deer, Eating Miss Campbell, Cannibal Mukbang, I Need You Dead. We're going to be showing Meat is Murder.
Oh, man, still going.
And you can also just hit me up directly. We got new, we finally have Cuck Island DVDs.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
The
So beautiful.
It's like funny that this came out before Shitstorm DVD. That's awesome.
Oh, did it? This actually come out before Shitstorm?
I don't know. I always try to find a Shitstorm DVD, and I still haven't found yet.
Well, there's other reasons for that.
Dude, we got subtitles, commentary, special features, and everything.
Commentary.
Amazing.
So
yeah.
How much are they a piece?
$10 plus shipping and handling.
So
Which
$10
is not too bad
plus
if we do it
shipping.
medium mail. Yeah, $10 plus shipping.
That's a long
What?
story, folks.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you, Reeves, for coming to the show and making us watch this and filling in for Nicole.
Hell
Thank you. And Leo, what do you got for us? Where can we find you?
Just find me next week here, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. Don't look for me.
Leo.
Leo's spirit's so broken by this.
Leave me alone.
You can find me in South of Brazil in Furby Island, I guess.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Chucking Furbies as hard as possible.
Yeah.
It's the only way to kill
them. You have to chuck them.
Saving the world. One Furby at a time.
Saving the world.
That's the poster. It's just Furbies being thrown
Yeah,
across
dude,
the
that's
air.
Furby Earth. Furby Earth is Leo just chucking Furbies as hard as possible.
All right. Well, you can all find me at the Fantasy Shed everywhere. Blunt Smoker with John Brennan is out right now. People keep hitting me up about it, so thank you, people, whoever keep listening to it. This week, we also have something else that we're dropping brand new, thanks to our good old sponsor, Big Dan.
Yeah.
This week, he recorded a
Dan.
podcast with Ben Johnson here. And what's the other co-host's name? Ben?
Pretty Hate Machine from Late Night Ghouls.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Eating Eyes, and they're dropping it this Tuesday. So I think the movie was Blood Diner.
Yes. Yuki Nakamura's first American production, right? Like, yes.
Oh, yeah. There you go. And he also cooked the meat for it, so there's a recipe. So not only do you get to listen to a cool podcast with cool people, you also get a fucking recipe out of it. So go check it out next week on Spotify. So, all right, let's get out of here.
Wait. I just dropped the lyrics in the chat to the Furby Island, to the song and dance.
Oh, here we go. This is
Are we
how
going
we
to sing
leave.
along, everyone?
This is how we leave.
Are we going to... Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Da elo utai, kame me nulu. Da elo utai, kame me ulu. Move your ears, tada dule.
Bye, everybody.
You guys, this is all Kyle's mom's fault. Shut up, Cartman. Kyle's mom is the one that started that damn club, and all because she's a big, fat, stupid bitch. Don't say it, Cartman. Wait. Don't do it, Cartman. Wait. I'm warning you. Okay.
Hello, peasants. Want to kill all humans?
We're there, dude.
We'd like some money. Yeah, money.
Money is cool.
Aren't you ashamed? We got whores on the city. We need backup
What's there, dude?
We'd like some money.
Yeah,